Hi everyone, welcome to Tom's Manshed. Okay, so these next two videos I'm going to be uploading are a lot shorter than my last one, which was on the difference between a standard tumble dryer and a heat pump tumble dryer, which, due to everything I had to put in, did become an excessively long video even for me. So these, I was in doubt whether to even do these because they're very simple devices, but I thought why not, it might interest some, so why not. So all it is just a set of USB charging cables for my phone. But the difference with this set is they are magnetic, and what that means is your standard cable that comes with your phone or whatever that most people use just plugs directly into the socket on your phone, be that USB-C, USB-A, USB-A, micro USB or iPhone or whatever. But the danger with that is if it's ever yanked out inadvertently, if you trip over it, and no matter how careful you are and say, oh, it doesn't happen with me, and you plug it in very gently and that, there's always a danger sometimes that somebody's going to trip over it, an animal or a kid or even yourself. And the danger is that it could damage the socket in the phone. If it damages the lead, no problem, a few pounds for another lead. Damages the socket in the phone, that's the weak point where it's soldered to the circuit board. You're into a major repair, getting your phone repaired. It's not something you can do yourself. So the beauty with a magnetic set is you get the little plug, like I said, I'll be showing you detail, that goes in there like that, and the lead joins to it magnetically like that. And again, very strong. You can pick the whole thing up with it. But if somebody runs into it, it just disconnects immediately. And like I said, they swivel around and all sorts. I'll be showing you in details. And it's capable of transmitting data. And again, I'll show you the difference between the data and the charging only type ones. But like I say, it's not going to damage the socket on the circuit board. That's under no strain at all if somebody does that. So yeah, that's the difference between the old ones and this new one that I'm reviewing in this review. The ones I go for always seem to be the braided ones, which I find are much stronger than the non-braided ones. I've had these since June 2020. I've had to reinforce, these are my old ones, this with tape because it seemed to be coming a bit loose, and I've had a couple of problems, but they've been pretty good and they've been used and in and out hundreds of times maybe. So I thought it was time for a new set. Now this one I'll be showing you in detail on Amazon, but these, they mounted there and you could swivel them on your phone like that. So they went on and you could sort of swivel it like that. But these new ones, a nice purple thing, they've got the same feature, but so it's like that, but as you can see they move through that as well. They've got a little blue light, as the other ones have, to tell you it's on. It's a bit hard to see, but in the night, in the dark, you can see that, and you can see how that moves around. So what you get with it is, again, I'll show you in detail closely on here. So you get 4 of these, 2 1 meter lengths, 2 2 meter lengths. You get 9 tips, 3 iPhone compatible ones, 3 micro USB ones, and 3 USB-C ones. So it's only USB-C I'll be using. That's what my Motorola phone is. So you stick them in there and then the cable just mounts to them like that. Now again, I point it out soon, but the important thing to note if you're getting any of these sort of magnetic cables is if you just want it to charge your phone, it only needs 2 pins on it. Again, I'll show you that close up very soon. It's just got 1 pin in the middle, a centre pin in the outer. If you connect that to your PC or your laptop, you won't be able to transfer data from device to device. It's just purely for charging it up. They are cheaper, obviously, because there's less to them, just that pin. But if all you want to do is charge, get one of them. If you want to charge and transfer data as well between devices, you will need one with the multi-pins like that. And you can see there's a corresponding on the phone, on the bit that goes in the phone. You can see the circles there again. You'll see them close up in a minute. So, just comes in a plain box like that. I'll show you now on Amazon the ones I got, and I'll compare it to the older ones I've just shown you, and a couple of others as well. Let's have a look at that now. Okay, so first of all, before I show you the actual ones I got, I'll just show you what you get if you just type in like magnetic USB, which I've typed in. There are hundreds, maybe even thousands of different sets, different lengths, some like 10 foot long. If you need a 10 foot long, great. Different colours, USB-C, micro USB, iPhone type ones, loads and loads and loads of different ones. What you do have to be aware of is if only you want to charge with it, you don't want to connect it, your phone to or your device, your tablet, whatever, to your PC. If you only want the lead to charge it, well, you can get something like this, where it says charging cable. But again, I'll show you closely under the microscope the difference between these. But you can see there's just one pin on that. So all that will do is charge your phone. If you connected your phone to your computer like that, it just wouldn't recognise it. You need one capable of transferring data as well. So any on here with the multiple pins like that will do. And the one I got, well, first of all, I'll show you the ones I got last year. Sorry, not last year. 2020. And again, I'll show you these in close-up under the microscope. They've been great. There was 3 leads, a 1 meter, a 1.5 meter, and a 2 meter. But it just came with the 3 tips of your choice, either USB-C or micro USB. And it is a bit confusing, the advert, because it says a USB-C cable there, and down here it says micro USB. And these boxes don't allow you to select the difference. So I'm not sure how you'd get it if you did want a micro USB on that one. But they were 13 quid for the 3 cables and the 3 tips of your choice. And like I said, they have been good. And you can see there on that one, the multiple pins make contact with them rings that go on the bit that goes in your phone. But this time I thought I'll give another try, and I got these. So Vafoton, and these are very similar, but you get 4 leads, 2 1 meters and 2 2 meters, which is fine for me. I don't need anything longer than that. You get the actual thing itself swivels as well as dragging around. On that other one, where was it? On this one, you got 1 angled one like that, and I think 2 straight ones like that. Sorry, 2 angled ones. That's it. You got 2 angled ones and 1 straight one. Whereas on the one I got now, it's they'll all rotate fully round, and they've got that little hinge there that you can rotate it 180 degrees. It shows it better there, straight or angled. And they come with all these bits. I'll show you in close-up soon. These little rubber holders are dead handy to hold the extra plugs that go in your phone. And with this, you get the full package. You get 3 USB-Cs, 3 iPhone type ones, and 3 micro USB there in the middle, and 3 iPhone type ones. I'm not sure, is it Thunderbolt or whatever? I've never had an iPhone, so 3 for that. So they won't be any use for me, but if you've got a friend who has one, you could probably give 1 lead and 1 of them to them. And a little removal tool, which is quite handy. They do come out, but it saves your nails getting underneath to get it out your phone, because they are quite a tight fit in your phone, as they should be. And that's it. There's a little video in place there, but I'll show you in detail now, and I'll show you also under the microscope. But first, let's see what they look like and what you get for your 20 quid. So this is what you get in the pack, quite a lot for your 20 quid really. You've two of the shorter cables at 1 metre long each, and two of the longer cables at 2 metres each. This thing here is a little removal tool for taking it, once you've got the magnetic thing in your phone. I'll show you that. That's for taking it out. And these three things are quite handy because they just come, all these ends in a bag with this lot. But once you've separated them out, you can store these in these rubber holders. So you get, I was going to spread these out neatly on the table, but I can't. The magnets are so strong, they just hold together. But if you look, you've got three, you can see how strong the magnets are in them. Shove in that. 3 USB-Cs, 3 micro USBs, and 3 iPhone, whatever you call them. The iPhone connector. I've never had an iPhone, not sure what you call that, but three of them. And once you've put them in your devices, whatever spares you've got, if you look here, you got these nice little holders. It's like a slot that end, as you can see, and a rounder hole there. So you just put that in there like that. Oops. Push it in. Obviously you'd keep all the same ones together. I'm not looking at what I'm putting in at the moment. And you can store them all in that little rubber holder there. And then when you've got the one in your phone, so my phone is it's a Motorola G something or other, it's a USB-C. So put your thing in there like that, click it in. It's quite tough to pull out, obviously, because you want the cable to disconnect first. And then once that's in, it's just a matter of pop your cable on like that, and that swivels round, and we'll go that way as well. And as I showed you before, it's quite strong. It's holding the phone up on its own there, but it will disconnect dead easy when it needs to. So yeah, that's all you get with it, the little removal tool, and yeah, it makes it dead. You can do it with just your fingers pulling it out, but it's a bit easier with the tool. You just put that under there and lever it out. It's a plastic tool. Again, you can see the difference in this. This is just a charging lead. And as you can see there, I'll show you in close up on the microscope, but you can see that it's just one pin in the centre. So obviously it's not a data lead. And my old lead, which I've seen better days, if they've had 2 years hard use in and out of sockets, are very similar to this. You can see the multiple pins there, showing you that it is a data lead. And that one, there's no sort of swivel joint there on that, but when it was on your phone, it could just swivel around like that. So the buttons, the ring spread is different on these new ones to this, so it wouldn't be compatible. Them pins on this old one wouldn't line up with that, so you do have to have the matching lead. So reasonable sort of like close up there. I think you can see that everything you need to do, but just for curiosity, I thought I'd get the microscope out. So I've not done a review on this yet. I probably will do eventually. If you're interested, and you do want me to do a review on it, stick some comments in the comments, and I'll do a full. The only one I've used it for, the only review so far, is for me watch, me Sega design open skeleton watch, which I absolutely love. Check up here for a review on that. It's a gorgeous watch, and I absolutely love it. Forget how long I've had it now, over a year I think, and it's great. Wear it every time I go out. But I did do some very, very close-ups with this microscope, and it's great, as you'll see now. So let's have a look at these leads in close-up under that. So here it is under the microscope. This is the new plug. As you can see, they're the pins. They look like gold coins on the side, if you will, but as you'll see in a second, they're actual hoops of wire. That's the braiding. And yeah, you can see there they're like actually hooped wire sprung contacts there on springs, as you can see with the tip of a scalpel. And that springiness is what makes contact with the rings on the bit that plugs in your phone, which is there. So 1, 2, 3 rings there to coincide with the pins. Now this was the old one. Again, loops the same, similar design, but slightly different spacing. And on that, the second ring out has got like an extra bulged bit on it. I don't know what that is. That's part of it. Is part of it. It's not developed, but you can see the outer ring has worn quite down. I'm trying to turn it sideways here. There, just where the tip of the scalpel is. You can see it's sort of like a bit coming out of it, so it's worn away a bit there, so it doesn't always make fantastic contact. You can see there, there is a different spacing between the rings. They're not as wide on that. The rings are a lot narrower, as you can see on the old one, with more of a gap between, and the new one on the left is a wider track and a smaller gap. So they probably wouldn't line up properly, the pins of the new lead to that old plug. Now this is just a charger plug, as you can see. Charger only, not data. It's just got a single centre pin there. This is the corresponding end on the lead, and again a sprung centre pin which makes contact with that centre dot. But that is just a charger lead, not a data lead, and that's the pins in the other end of the plug for a data plug. So as you can see, a big difference between data and charging, so make sure you get the right one. So just before we finish, I'll show you very quickly it actually connecting to my phone and just transferring a small video file, just to show you that the data connection works great and is just as fast as a lead that is not magnetic. So let's have a look at that now. Okay, so as you can see, I've got it connected now to my PC, the phone, via that lead I've just shown you. And obviously in your phone you've got to set it up for data transfer and that, but if we just click on there, let's say click on there, as you can see, things are opening up just exactly the same as they always would. If we actually transferred a file, so go down to that video there, just a 20 meg video, copy that, paste it there. That was 20 meg, so yeah, you know, reasonably fast. Anything you need just for transferring stuff is fine. And as you can see, even though it's a magnetic lead, it is capable of transferring data. So there you have it. I think for 20 quid for what you get, all in 4 cables and the 9 different ends and the tools and the holders, was pretty good value. And like I said, I was happy with my other ones. They've had a heavy life throughout this last 2 years. Been mistreated a bit, really. I've been tripped over in the wall a couple of times myself. But yeah, I like giving other ones a go and seeing what they're like. So let's see how durable with that movable end bit these are. So yeah, hope it was of some use. If it was, please give us a thumbs up. If it wasn't, give us a thumbs down. I've got loads of reviews in the pipeline. Eventually I will get round to doing this little, I know I keep mentioning it, weather station. I will do one on that, because there's no chance of snow now, I don't think. So I was waiting for snow to show you on it, but it ain't going to happen now. But today, as well as these charge leads, another thing has arrived, and it's just a shoe rack. Hang over the door, shoe rack. Again, I was unsure whether to do a review on it, but show it in close up, and it might be of interest to some, who knows. So like I say, I will keep these reviews coming on most anything I get, and somebody's bound to be interested in it. So if you do want to subscribe, please click the little picture here of the shed on the left, and if you click the bell icon below, you will be alerted to any future uploads. I hope to see you for some of them. Thanks for watching this one. Bye for now.